Please listen closely, because the team needs to score, not you. Those are the brutal words that will echo through the rest of this tournament. Just 24 hours after Lionel Messi scored a historic world-shaking hat-trick against Algeria to equal the all-time World Cup record, the entire planet turned its eyes to Houston, Texas. The question was simple, yet monumental. How would Cristiano Ronaldo respond? Could the 41-year-old icon match his eternal rival, scale the mountain one last time, and ignite the ultimate footballing debate? Instead of an answer of legendary defiance, what followed was one of the most agonizing, frustrating, and humiliating nights of his entire professional career. On June 17, 2026, inside the roaring NRG Stadium, Cristiano Ronaldo walked into his last chance World Cup saloon, and by the final whistle against the Democratic Republic of Congo, the script didn't just break, it completely dissolved into a nightmare. If you want to understand why the footballing world has turned its back on an icon, and why legends of the game are now publicly calling for him to quit, you need to watch this documentary until the very end. The weight of expectation pressing down on Ronaldo's shoulders before kickoff was almost impossible to comprehend. The opening days of this expanded 2026 tournament had belonged entirely to the modern gods of the game. Kylian Mbappe had already dismantled Senegal with a brace. Erling Haaland had done the exact same to Iraq. And then came Messi at 38 years old, producing a timeless masterclass to secure his 16th World Cup goal, pulling level with Miroslav Klose. The internet had exploded, and the pressure on Ronaldo was suffocating. This was supposed to be his cinematic retort. He was making history just by stepping onto the pitch, joining Messi as the only men to appear in 6 separate World Cups, and breaking the record as the oldest outfield player to ever start a World Cup match at 41 years and 132 days old. With a legendary Portuguese midfield behind him and an opponent in DR Congo who hadn't walked onto a World Cup pitch in 52 years. This was supposed to be a routine slaughter. On paper, it was a mismatch of epic proportions. An easy 3 points, and a guaranteed stage for Cristiano to become the first human being to score in 6 different World Cup tournaments. But football doesn't care about marketing scripts. At first, everything seemed to be going perfectly to plan. Just 6 minutes into the match, a brilliant left-wing cross from Pedro Neto found the rising João Neves, who powered a majestic header into the back of the net. Portugal was up 1-0 in a flash, but instead of triggering a relentless wave of attacking brilliance, that early goal caused Portugal to completely freeze. The team stopped taking risks. They passed the ball in safe, stagnant circles, managing a miserable 6 shots for the rest of the entire evening. YouTube, and where was Cristiano Ronaldo while his team choked on possession? He was an absolute ghost. The statistical breakdown of his night is deeply uncomfortable reading for anyone who has followed his legendary career. Across 90 minutes of football, Ronaldo registered just 3 shots, all of them in the second half, with a combined expected goals rating of a catastrophic 0.46. Not a single one of those shots hit the target. He drove forward with the ball exactly once. In an international match where his team controlled a staggering 75% of the ball, Ronaldo had only 25 touches. Let that sink in. 25 touches in a full World Cup match. It is the second lowest volume of touches he has ever recorded in a World Cup start. To put his isolation into perspective, Portugal's goalkeeper Diogo Costa touched the ball more times than his legendary captain. And when you fail to punish an underdog, the universe punishes you. Just moments before the halftime whistle, deep into stoppage time, DR Congo struck. Newcastle's João Neves rose highest from a corner kick, burying a shock equalizer equalizer to score his nation's first ever World Cup goal and secure their first ever World Cup point since 1974. FIFA, the second half wasn't just a failure of a team, it was a devastating indictment of Ronaldo's modern style of play. He had 2 golden opportunities to completely rewrite the headlines. 2 split seconds where he could have saved Portugal. In the 68th minute, he pulled his shot wide of the right post, having made the completely wrong tactical movement before the pass arrived. Behind him, a furious Bruno Fernandes was left gesturing in disbelief, begging Ronaldo to let the ball roll through for an easy tap-in. Minutes later, a beautiful combination between Fernandes and Francisco Conceição saw the ball pulled back perfectly to Ronaldo, completely unmarked inside the penalty box. He swung his foot, missed the target entirely, and choked the chance. Once again, Bruno Fernandes was standing directly behind him, completely free, waiting for a pass that never came. Ronaldo looked like a man desperately chasing a personal ghost rather than helping his nation win a football match. With that failure, Ronaldo extended a grim statistical reality. He has now gone 10 consecutive matches in major international tournaments without scoring a single goal from open play. Goal.com. The fallout in the television studios after the final whistle was swift, clinical, and completely merciless. Standing on the Fox Sports panel, French icon Thierry Henry did not hold back, looking directly into the camera to deliver a devastating tactical lesson to the global audience. Henry stated plainly that the team needs to score, not you. He broke down the tape, demonstrating how Ronaldo's desperate obsession with finding his own goal actually destroyed Portugal's attacking spacing, running directly into the paths of João Cancelo and Bruno Fernandes, making it incredibly easy for the compact Congolese defense to mark them out of the game. Standing right next to him, the legendary Zlatan Ibrahimovic agreed completely, stating on live television to hundreds of millions of viewers that Ronaldo made the absolute wrong choice as a striker, refusing to drag defenders away to open up space for his teammates. The criticism quickly shifted from the pitch to the manager's box. Pundit Chris Sutton launched a furious attack on Roberto Martinez, calling the manager's refusal to bench Ronaldo deeply embarrassing. Sutton argued that Martinez is visibly terrified to substitute his captain, letting a 41-year-old player run the team while the game completely passes him by. Martinez tried to defend his decision after the game, calling Ronaldo the greatest goal scorer in world football, but that defense holds no weight when the player fails to record a single shot on target against a 1,000-1 underdog. Even harsher words came from Kevin Prince Boateng, who stated boldly that if Ronaldo was a true team player, he would willingly step down to let Portugal's younger generation flourish. Boateng revealed the toxic tactical reality of playing with an aging megastar, explaining that the immense pressure to constantly feed Ronaldo, the ball completely paralyzes a team, and argued that Portugal will never win the World Cup unless Ronaldo is relegated to a 15-minute substitute role. YouTube, but the ultimate, most heartbreaking humiliation didn't come from the pundits or the managers. It came from the stands. As a frustrated Cristiano Ronaldo walked off the pitch entirely alone, heading down the dark tunnel of the NRG Stadium, the traveling DR Congo fans began to chant. The entire stadium erupted into a deafening, mocking roar of Messi, Messi, Messi. The man who has spent the last 20 years of his life sacrificing everything to prove he is the undisputed greatest of all time had to walk into the locker room with the name of his greatest rival echoing in his ears after failing to beat a team ranked far below him. What makes this entire situation completely surreal is that Ronaldo almost didn't even play in this tournament. FIFA had initially handed him a 3-game ban for a violent elbow against the Republic of Ireland during the qualifiers. But in a highly controversial decision that sparked furious double-standard accusations across global newspapers, FIFA immediately suspended 2 games of that ban, placing him on a 1-year probation and clearing his path to start the World Cup. The footballing authorities bent their own rules to get him on this pitch, but the footballing gods delivered their own brutal form of justice. The cold, hard data shows that Portugal is actively suffocating its own golden generation. They possess one of the most expensive creative rosters on earth, featuring Vitinha, João Neves, Nuno Mendes, and Rafael Leão. Yet they have scored just 1 goal in their last 4 major tournament matches because the entire tactical system is forced to revolve around a 41-year-old forward who can no longer create his own space. Ronaldo has appeared in 6 World Cups, yet he has never scored a single goal in the knockout rounds of the tournament. Now, Roberto Martinez faces a defining historical choice. On June 23rd, Portugal faces Uzbekistan in an absolute must-win match. Does the manager find the courage to bench an idol for the good of his nation, or does he keep his blind faith alive for one final tragic chapter? Let us know what you think in the comment section below. Is Cristiano Ronaldo the ultimate problem holding this Portuguese super team back, or is the entire system broken around him? Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel so you never miss the next deep dive into the beautiful game.